are back with another episode of Girl Dad Podcast, and I'm your host, Lexi, and I am here with a very special guest this week, my very own little sister, Kira O'Neill. She's back again. We loved her so much the first time that we brought her back. So Kira, welcome back to Girl Dad. You're our first reoccurring visitor.
Thanks, I'm honored to be back on.
Yeah, you know what? We're honored to have you back.
Thank you.
So today we're just going to have some fun. We're going to talk about growing up. We're going to talk about lessons we've learned from our parents. We're going to talk about things that we hid from them and our relationship with them, how it's evolved as we've got older, and everything in between. So let's get right into it. We're going to start off with our weekly dad advice, where one of us four O'Neill girls submits a question and my dad answers it. So the question for today is, for those graduating college, coming up soon, and not having an idea, not having a set job, not having a set location or path where they want to go, where do they begin? What do they do? Where do they go from here? So this week, obviously, my dad is not here with us. He is in Singapore for Liv's event in Singapore, and he's having the most amazing time.
Loving it.
Ever. So we have his answer previously recorded, and that's what we're going to play for you guys.
It is okay if you do not know exactly what you want to do in your life at 22 years old or 23 years old or 24 years old or even 25 years old. There's an opportunity to go surround yourself with good people. Find a mentor, a teacher, a coach. Find someone to inspire you. Find someone who cares about you as a person, and then work your tail off. Never be outworked, and figure out what you can control. And don't ever quit your daydream, because there's so many incredible opportunities to kind of be and live through what you can experience. It feels so trite to say follow your passion. I would just encourage you to be passionate about things like helping people, serving, working hard, find like success in the little things and build on those successes. I think there's too much today and young people in particular, trying to figure out what they're going to be when they're 30 or 40 or 50 or 60. Every journey starts with a first step. Take that first step, make that first phone call, make a connection, and get yourself in the game. Girls, as you know, I've been in Hong Kong, in Singapore, and then over to Los Angeles, and now Mexico. And while I wish I could be there sitting with you and having so much fun talking about being a girl dad, know that I love you and miss you and cannot wait to see you soon.
Thank you, Dad. So what we're going to start off by talking about is our relationship with our parents and how that has evolved. So, Kira, what is your relationship like with each of our parents?
I think my relationship with both of them is super, super unique. I think Dad gives really incredible counsel and guidance, and he really is great to talk through things with. Like if I have a problem or a thought or an idea, he's great at helping me get from that problem, thought, or idea to a solution or a future path. And my mom is the most incredible woman, as we've said before, but she's so good at making sure we feel her love, but then also, her counsel and guidance. And she has just such good wisdom and perspective. And my mom and I talk on the phone, probably 7 times a day on average.
Literally. No exaggeration. No exaggeration.
We talk constantly. And so she's definitely like my best friend, my rock, my girl, whatever.
Love it. Yeah, I feel so grateful to have the relationship that I have with my parents, that I do. And it definitely hasn't always been this way, I don't know what it is about teenage girls and their moms. What is it? They're so mean. I look back at things that I said to both my parents, but really my mom, and I am so heartbroken and embarrassed. And I'm just why was my 15, 16-year-old self such a little brat? I can't believe that. And now it's like you were saying, my mom is my best friend, we're talking every day about everything. And I think it's so funny because our relationship has definitely evolved.
For sure.
When we were with both of our parents, when we were in high school, we were not telling them everything. We've always been close with them. Right now, we tell them
too much.
Everything.
Way too much.
We tell them way too much to the point that if we're go on a date or kiss someone, they're our first call.
And then Dad says, I don't need to know that.
No, literally, he's please stop telling me this. And Mom's oh my gosh, tell me more. But no,
they're
it's
so
cool.
cute about
and
it.
I think that you know, everyone has to go through, doesn't have to, I wish they didn't have to go through, but that phase of like almost just like struggling with your parents and that relationship to be able to be as grateful as I am for that relationship, you know?
But I also think we're really blessed and we're really lucky. Like we know a million people and I don't know, I'm sure people listening to this will have sometimes parents who they don't have a great relationship with.
Completely.
And I think, yeah, we're just so blessed. And I'm grateful that we've come to grow into realizing that and come to grow into being grateful for them because they really are just incredible.
When we were younger, like I said, we tell them everything now. But it was not always that way. It was not always that way. Kira, what is one thing that you never told mom and dad that you are going to tell them right now? Honestly, Kira's the angel child. She might not have any, to be honest.
My thought, like I never really snuck out. I don't know. I never like whatever. I kept them pretty involved in high school, but
Kira's like, one time I got a 91 instead of a 95.
No, because I'd come home crying when I did poorly on tests, so I had to tell them. But I like it had to be something with driving. Like there's probably something I did while I was driving that was okay. I baptized my car. Like I hit 100 in my car right after I graduated high school.
But you what?
Drove 100 in my car.
Oh, okay.
I mean that's like it's like the crazy side of Kira. I like hit 100 and got scared and like slammed on the brakes.
Wildin'.
Yeah, I never told them that. They would be mad at that probably.
Yeah, I mean, you also are a terrible driver.
I'm working on it.
Working on it though.
I was telling someone yesterday. I'm like, I'm not a terrible driver. I'm just like not very skilled.
Yeah, no, so true.
But like, I'm not bad.
No,
I'm just
you're not
really
bad, but you're just not good. Yeah, totally. I think that's so valid.
It's a skill set I'm yet to develop.
I think I used to be a flat out bad driver.
Terrible.
And now I'm an amazing driver.
I wouldn't go so that far.
Ricky, I'm a good driver though. I'll take good. I'll take good.
Yeah, you're a good driver.
Anyway, so yeah, congratulations on going 100 in your car, by the way.
Sorry, Mom and Dad. No, I really wish there was something more exciting, but that was
no,
honestly
Mom,
it.
Please don't be mad.
It was like
Kira went 100 though.
3 years ago.
Have you done that to every car or just that one car?
No,
Okay.
I've only had. This is only my second. Well, yeah. Oh no, I only did it to one car. What about you though?
What about me?
What's something you never told them?
Something I never told them. Where do I even begin? I would say that the biggest thing probably, but I feel like they already do know, is just like the whole Snapchat thing. Like I was not allowed to have Snapchat growing up. None of us were until I was 18. As the kids went on, it got lower. Kira had it.
I got it at 18. I got it 2 months before I graduated high school.
Okay.
But then Eliza got it the same week.
Yeah. Our big thing was like no Snapchat. And I always had Snapchat. Like literally from the time I was a freshman, I think I always had Snapchat. And they caught me a few times. Every time they caught me, they'd take my phone for another week. And it was brutal, but I was really good at hiding it. I like found ways to they only actually caught on my phone twice. I had it all 4 years of high school, which is crazy. And I'm sorry, Mom and Dad. I'm really sorry for lying to you about that.
Now we never lie.
Now we literally never lie. Sometimes they're like, maybe don't tell me that actually.
But it does just go to show the evolution of our relationship with them, which is so nice that we do feel like we can just tell them anything.
Completely. Okay, if there was one thing that you feel like they have done when we were growing up, our parents, to prepare us for the real world, for college, for post-college, what do you think that is?
I think what Mom and Dad did so well was exposing us to good role models. Whether it was through church and church leaders, through just their friends and our family friends, our aunts and uncles, grandparents, people at Dad's work. I feel like we were constantly surrounded by good role models, particularly women, I think.
Totally.
Who were incredible moms, hard workers, like loving, believed in a higher power, believed that there was reason to do good around them, who focused on service. I think all those things we were exposed to from a really young age, and we got to build really close relationships with incredible role models.
Completely. I love that. It's so true. And people from all different backgrounds and families and everything, you know, that we got. Yeah, I love that. I love that. I would say that the biggest thing I feel like they did, well, I mean, how do you even choose one? I feel
There's
like
a
they
million.
did so much.
We could go on and on and on and on.
No,
and on.
literally. But I think the biggest thing for me that they've done to prepare me for life after college and everything is that whenever I would bring them a problem, they would say, like, figure it out. Like, they were never going to solve my problems for me. They would sit down with me and they'd lay out, okay, what's the situation? What are your options? What's the plan of action? And they'll lay that out for me, but they would never solve my problems, you know, which I love. Like, I love it because you have to, you know, it taught me to solve my own problems. And I think that's so, so great. Yeah.
I love that. And that made me think, like, mom and dad are both super organized and like strategic in how they go about stuff like that. And I was just thinking about how when I was looking at high schools, I applied to, I think, 5 or 6 high schools to go to. And I was like, how am I ever going to decide? And mom and dad were like, well, like, what do you think? And I was like, what if we made pros and cons posters for every school? And so we literally made a giant, whatever, huge poster for every single school. But it is, they like guide us into finding the right answer to things. And I just love that about them. And then we made the posters and they were like, okay, so now seeing all of this, what do you think? And I think, they taught us to make good, informed, smart decisions.
Love that. Yes, I could not agree more. Another thing I feel like along with that is that when we would bring them problems with like friends or a boyfriend or something, they would be like, instead of being like, oh, like this girl sucks or whatever, like break up with that boy, they were always like, okay, and what did you do? Like, what was your, not even in an accusing way of like, what'd you do? But like, and what's your side of this? To show the perspective, I think, of just looking from both sides, which I think has helped me in so many ways.
Yeah. And it was so hard to hear that growing up of like, well, what did you do wrong? And I'd be like, what do you mean, what did I do wrong? She's being mean to me, you know?
Literally,
but of course
nothing.
There's another side. And so, I thought that's such a good lesson for me.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, what we're gonna do now is that we are going to each say one characteristic from mom and one characteristic from dad that you try to emulate, that you see them have and you use it for yourself, that you want to be as amazing as they are in that thing.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so who should we start with? Mom.
Mom.
Should we start with mom? Okay.
Okay, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. I would say the biggest thing from mom that I want to take to in my life and in my future family life and everything is just her fun. Like,
she's so fun.
Makes life fun. Like, she calls herself, of our family, the director of fun. And she is.
So
She's the director of fun. Like,
she really is.
Makes everything happen. She is always making these amazing experiences for us and just the best thing ever. Like, she just seriously makes life fun and brings everyone along for the ride.
And it's so cool because all growing up we would do like holiday based fun. I feel like I remember so distinctly one day she like threw us like a party for National Donut Day.
Oh my
gosh.
gosh.
Like a family party.
No, literally.
She got us all like donut phone cases.
Yes.
Like she did everything. And now that we're growing up, I was worried. Like I remember a couple years ago we talked about like, is life going to be less fun now that we're just older? But she's done such a good job of keeping us like so close through experiences and concerts and games and whatever. She does such a good job of that. I love that.
And I'm so glad that you touched on the holiday thing because she does holidays and she gets it from her mom. They are like the holiday queens.
Nobody does it like them.
No one does it like them. Every single holiday, our whole house is decked out. Like, it's just fun.
So cute.
And like right now, there's like St. Patrick's Day stuff up. Like, it's just fun. And
she's
I love
amazing.
it. I love it. I love it.
She's so fun.
Okay, what's your one thing that you want to take from mom?
I think I've been thinking about this a lot lately, but mom, I don't know how she does it, but everyone in her life, she's their rock.
So
every single person. And I like look at her and I'm exhausted sometimes because she does everything for everyone all the time.
Yes.
And it's in like a really deep, personal, meaningful way that she like will call her sisters and her friends and our cousins and whatever. And she makes sure that we reach out to people and she is there for them and helping them and orchestrating every detail of literally everyone else's life. And I don't know how she does it, but she does it at like the highest level you could possibly imagine.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
that
so
is such
in
a
awe
good
of
one.
her. Yeah. She's everyone's rock.
Yeah, she is everyone's rock.
She's amazing.
That is such a good one. I love that so much. And she still keeps everything organized and in line. And
she does it.
Yeah, that girl
Seriously,
needs a vacation of a month and a half alone.
That she
no
doesn't
phone,
have to plan.
No kids.
Yep. Yeah. Something for her.
Okay, from dad. Now you go first. What's your number one thing from dad that you want to take?
I think, just like mom, he has literally a million good qualities and so many, meaningful things that he's taught me. But I think what I would like to take from him the most is making, and mom does this really well too, but it's on my mind with dad right now, is making the little moments meaningful.
I love that.
He is so incredible at that. Like, I'm even thinking, I had 6 months at home this past year with them. And I remember every Saturday morning we would go for a walk in this like beautiful park that was right by their house in London. And we'd just go on the walk, and then we'd walk to this little pastry shop, and then we'd walk back home and whatever, talk the whole time. And even like one time we stumbled, he loves cookie dough. I don't know if you've talked about that on the podcast. I don't think you have. He loves cookie dough.
Loves cookie dough.
And we stumbled upon this like little farmer's market on our walk, and there was like a cookie dough shop, and he like lost his mind, and he was like, "This is the best cookie dough I've ever had." Like, he was so excited.
So cute.
But instead of just like getting the cookie dough and us walking home, he like went up to the woman and was like, "So what's your story? How did you start on this? What did you do? How do you bake it? What's your secret?" Like, just engaging with her, and made like this kind of just routine Saturday morning walk something so meaningful, because he got to connect with another person and make them feel loved, and I don't know, hype them up for what they are.
I love that. I feel like along with that too is like he does such a good job of making the people, whoever he's around, they are what is most important to him. You know, like his mind, he's always where his feet are. 100%.
He's so good
he
at
always
that.
makes everyone feel, I would say mine for dad would be that he is the hardest worker ever.
Oh,
and
my goodness.
His drive is insane. He never stops working. Like, he is, I mean, when he's with us, he's present with us. He's where his feet are. But like, the grind never stops for him. Like, seriously, like he is always going. And if there comes a road bump or something gets in his way, he keeps going. You know, he gets over it, he finds a way around it, he finds a way through it. Like, and it's been super cool just watching him go in and out of different jobs, getting fired from jobs, and making, Hoops TV crash, whatever. Sorry, Dad, for bringing these up. But like all of this stuff, he sees them and he does something about it, and he's like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get what I'm going to get. And he keeps going, and it's awesome.
And it's even like beyond his work. I feel like everything he does at the highest level. Like,
totally.
Even when he's just playing pickup basketball, like he will play as hard as he possibly can.
Oh my gosh.
And then when he's with us, he'll make us as engaged as he possibly can. Yeah. Like, everything he does, he just gives his all to, which is so
yes,
good.
he
I
does.
want to be more like that.
Yeah, no, we are seriously so lucky to have them as parents.
They're amazing. They complement each other.
They're my biggest inspirations.
So
they're literally my biggest heroes ever.
Mm-hmm.
And I get to be related to them. Like, sometimes I say that to mom. I'm just like, I cannot believe how lucky I am that I am your daughter. Like, I actually don't know. Like, I do not deserve to be given this angel mother, but somehow.
And amazing father.
Oh.
No, I'm just saying, like, both of them, father. Really, we are so lucky.
The last episode that Kira and I did together, my dad called us like a couple days after it got released, because we didn't show him before. And he calls us and he's like, "Oh, you guys really roasted me on that episode, huh?" And we were like, "What are you talking about?"
I actually got pressed about it. I was pressed. I was really sad. I felt so bad.
Yeah, we felt so bad because we were like, "Wait, are you serious?" So public apology for roasting Scott on the last episode.
That was not at all our intent. He's amazing. No. We're so we love him.
Really, and he's acting like he doesn't roast us constantly. So it's like, bro, no. But yeah.
But I was looking to it again. We didn't really, the biggest roast we gave him was not picking up his phone. So we're sorry, Dad. We know you're really busy.
But
and when
maybe
it matters,
if you don't want to say that, pick up your phone. Right?
He doesn't deserve any roasting, though. He's amazing.
No, he is amazing. Yeah. What is one thing that our parents implemented in our lives as we were growing up that you want to take with you into your future family?
I love that. I think there's honestly a million. Like there's so many good ones. But I think the most maybe routine one was our family dinners. Like, yeah, there were so many late nights where dad was working, but every night, whether he could be there or whether he was working, we had family dinner at the same table. And when all through your high school, all through my high school, literally all the time,
Always.
we sat down at the same table and had family dinner, and mom cooked us yummy food. We were talking about this a minute ago about what a good cook mom is. Mom would make us a meal, and we'd sit and we'd play games during dinner. We would always go around and say our happy and sad for the day. We'd say the best part and the worst part. And just sit there and listen and talk and actually be involved in each other's days at the end of each day.
And it was no phones. It was you're fully engaged. No
phone.
homework, no phones, no computers, no distractions. You are fully there. And we'd have conversation cards and play games and just talk. And I love that. What I was gonna say for mine is how every night that we're together, we do like a family prayer. Like we all come together, and it is the sweetest thing ever, because it just, we trade off who says it. We all rotate who says it. And I think it is such a testament that both of us said that our favorite things that they've done from us growing up is like family dinner, family prayer, things that are just us being together. And they have made such, because we moved so much, it was always such this is your rock. Like the people here are your people. And that's how we always looked at it. And that's how I still look at it. It's like, it's so true. You never know. And like, we're lucky enough, like those people, like our rock. And I can't believe that we just said like the same kind of thing.
I love it.
So cute.
It's amazing. And they were daily things too, which I think is so cool that both of our things were daily things, because it just shows like mom and dad had to be that much more intentional about doing them. Yeah. Because it did happen every single day.
Yeah, I love that. Wait, I'm going to add one more thing. One more thing that I loved that they did when we were growing up was every single birthday we had, we made a thankful jar. So every single person on their birthday every year, everyone in our family would write like 10 things that you loved about that person, you were grateful for about that person, whatever it was, and you'd fold it up and put it in a mason jar. Mom would make the cutest little cover. Sometimes we would. And then that person on their birthday would just get a jar with 40 things that you love about them and that people are grateful for about them. And we recently brought him back a couple years ago because we stopped doing him for a little bit. But like that, I absolutely love. I think it's the coolest thing ever. And I think that, like cards and that kind of stuff always means so much more than gifts. And I think that that's a perfect combination of both.
I love that. They're the best.
Okay, before we wrap up, we have to play, obviously, guess a Disney character.
Perfect.
So since you're the guest, I mean, I never get a choice, but who do you want to be?
You can choose the character.
No, you choose
I did
the
it last
character.
time.
Okay, fine. I'll choose it. Okay, let me think. Okay, I have it.
Okay. Is it a princess?
No.
Is it a prince?
No.
Is it an animal?
Yes.
Is it a boy?
No.
It's a girl.
Yes.
A girl animal.
Yes.
Is it in Monsters, Inc.?
No.
Is it...
Do monsters count as animals?
My bad. Is it Friends with the Princess?
No.
Oh my goodness.
It's friends with other animals.
Okay, I need a hint.
He's friends with so many animals. Oh, and she has a child.
Bambi.
No. Bambi has a child?
I meant Bambi's mom. Oh my gosh. She has a child. Keep going.
She hops around.
It's a bunny.
It's not a bunny.
A kangaroo. Kanga.
Kanga!
Perfect.
Kanga is the mother kangaroo in Winnie the Pooh.
Cute. Classic.
Yeah, love it.
Good job.
Love it. Okay, thank you so much for joining us. Kira, thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching. If you liked what you saw, follow us, subscribe, like, comment, send it to your friends, send it to your family, send it to your dad, send it to your daughters, send it to everyone you know. And we'll see you guys next week.